One of the reasons why women today walk around with an attitude is because they have a lot of options. Now, why do they have a lot of options? I believe that they have a lot of options because of the way that society has raised the children of this generation. If you look at what's happening today, we have thrown away traditionalism. So the idea of the traditionalist is to make sure that your kids get married by the age of 18, and by that time they have the family. There's the son, he makes money, he settles down, he finds money, and he gets the wife. The wife is young, she gave the husband her fertile years, the years where she's young, the years where she looks the best, and the husband is happy. We need to understand this. The first two concepts is that she gave away her fertile years, and the guy who she's marrying, is able to provide for a wife. Now, what this does is this is hard for the guy in the early run, because in the early stage of life, the man has to settle down, and but the woman at the same time, she gets to settle down, but she's provided for, right? So it could be a good sign for the guy too, because he gets a wife. But over the long run, it could be bad. So this gets me to the point. The whole boyfriend girlfriend fallacy is a fake idea, and it's out there. And what's happening is a lot of people out there believe, especially women, believe that they're in a relationship when they aren't. Women are the gatekeepers of reproduction. Men are the gatekeepers of marriage. As a man, what we do is when we get money, when we get older, we have a choice to marry a woman. With me, again, I'm with my business, but with a lot of women, I don't really have time for that right now. But most men are looking to get married. And men have the option of choosing a wife and getting married. The problem with today's society is that a lot of women suffer from an inflated ego. Do you know how many women out there? You know, women out there just watch guys and just throw men under the bus. It's crazy. How women throw men under the bus for no reason. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't have the fancy clothes. You know how much times I had friendships with women throw me under the bus because guess what? I didn't have a car at the time. When I got my car, oh, they want to be friends now. Why? Because a lot of ladies thinking emotionally. They're not thinking that, hey, should I invest with this guy? I can invest with this guy and eventually he will get a car. In the past now, with traditionalism, the father was there to ensure that the boys didn't go sleeping around with a set of women, and that the women, their daughters, remained virgins until marriage. And this worked very well because we didn't have the STDs that we have today: AIDS, HIV, hepatitis C, gonorrhea. We didn't have these kind of stuff. We also had a committed family system. So when the dad or the parents enforced the kids to get married early, especially the women, he took away the fact that these women would no longer have to go from men to men to men and make these stupid decisions, which is not good. And then at the end of the day, they hit 30, 32 and wonder, why isn't there a man by my side? Because you need to understand, as a man, you get better as you age. You make more money as you age. You have more dating options as you age. This is not the same for women. It's not the same. A woman, yes, does get better in value with age, but in terms of the dating market, by the age of 30, most men are looking to date younger women. Most men want younger, more fertile women. And they are not looking to date a woman who is quote unquote past the wall. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of women could date these men at this age. It's just a lot harder for them to do that. Men at their same age bracket, which is 32, 33, want a younger woman who is 24, 22, 18 because they can afford to take care of a younger woman. They have the resources to handle a younger woman. And as a result, they do not want to date a 35-year-old. I've had so many women who tell me up front that why are men cheating? They're in a relationship at age 32, 33, 34, and their boyfriend is cheating. Honey, you never had a boyfriend. What these women don't understand is that men are the gatekeepers of marriage. They always have been. Women are the gatekeepers of reproduction and sexual activity. That's just a fact. What women don't understand is that because we live in an inflated economical dating market, meaning that what happens is 20% of the guys date 80% of the women. So basically, as a man, you don't have the kind of options when you're younger like a woman does. It's just facts. You don't have the kind of options. A woman who's 21, 22, 18 has the world at her oyster. She could date any man she wants. Her phone is buzzing with WhatsApp, text, her Facebook Messenger is buzzing. Everything is pumping. As a man, you don't have that opportunity by the age of 21. As a man, you have to grow. So let's say that you're a doctor at the age of 22, 23. You still have to do your medical school, you still have to do your internship, and then maybe you're going to start making money. Hopefully by the age of 26, 27, you're starting to make big cash. You could attract the kind of woman that you possibly want. But let's say that you're not a doctor. Let's say that you're a plumber and you're making okay money. That's not enough to date the kind of woman you want. You need to start making more money in order to get the kind of woman that you want. So it brings me back to the fact is that when a woman says that she has a boyfriend, or the idea of the boyfriend or the girlfriend is a fallacy, and it not only hurts men temporarily, because it does hurt men temporarily. A lot of men cannot get the kind of girls that they want right now because a lot of women believe that they have boyfriends, and they do not have any boyfriends. A lot of women are bombarded with the high status men who are going around dating all the women that they want, and they tell these women that we're in a relationship, but at the end of the day, they're not in a relationship with them. They are in a relationship, yeah, but they're seeing other women, right? They're seeing other women, and the woman believes that she has a boyfriend when she does not have a boyfriend. The only time she has a boyfriend is when that man puts a ring on her finger. So by what's happening with this short-term dating scene is that women believe that they have boyfriends, that they have a boyfriend, and it throws off the dating dynamics totally, because now they're sleeping around with the guy, and what's happening is that they're not gonna get the kind of, you see, by giving men access to sexual activity early, it's causing men not to get married in the first place. So we have a lot of single mothers, we have a lot of single women who are past 35, and they can't get a guy to settle down and commit. When we inflate the marriage market, when we pretend as though, especially as women, when they pretend that they could go to each and every guy, going around to guys on the carousel, and they believe that at some point that they're gonna settle down, they are living in a lie. And that's just a fact. They believe that they have all these guys, and they don't. They don't have any guy yet until the guy proposes and settles down. Because what happens is you're gonna see at the age of 28, things are gonna go cool. And a 28-year-old woman, she's getting a man who has money, he has a car, he has his house paid down, he has a lot of cash, and he is high status. But this dude, you don't know. He has other women hanging around. He has a lot of women who he's dating, who he's talking with, and he has not yet chosen the person for him. Now, as a man, he still has time. He has a lot of time. He has his whole life to settle down. But he's doing an injustice to the woman, because at the end of the day, he's just stringing her along, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and she's in her 30s now, post-war, right? Now, here's what happens when the woman hit 30 now. Now, the men now, when a woman hits 30, the men are always going to hang around with her. They're always going to keep her around, right? Men don't ghost, really. Men don't ghost some women a lot. It's mainly the women that do the ghosting. What men do is they keep the women around, but they cheat on them. So men don't just get rid of women. Men always accommodate for women. That's just how men are. That's our nature. But when a man has high status, they are going to keep the women by the side, but they're going to have other women around and just play this woman like she's a fool. So when she's in her 30s, she's not going to get that man to commit. And this is the problem with women in their 30s. They can't get a man to marry them and commit, especially the men of high status. Now, if they gave up themselves and if they put the effort in their 20s, early 20s, 18s, late teens, to lock down a man when they were in their prime, this would not be a problem in their 30s because they would have a man who was growing with them. Even though this guy may not have a car or a house, once he's good looking, they could have a man who grows with them. If they get a guy who's high status and is of what they want, better yet, they have that beauty to give while they have it, while they're young. Give it up while they're young, get him to put the ring on the finger, find a guy, don't be messing around. That's why I say, don't believe this boyfriend, girlfriend fallacy stuff. It is a lie. The whole idea of a boyfriend, girlfriend stuff is a lie and it's screwing up relationships right now. Any woman who believes in this boyfriend, girlfriend crap, you are putting yourself in problems because you don't have a boyfriend. You don't have a serious boyfriend yet. Don't ever believe this boyfriend, girlfriend fallacy because it is a lie. It is only there to keep you going, to keep you stringing along until you're in your 30s. And now you're going to have a problem setting along with a guy. What if the relationship is over? What if it ends? Right? What I suggest to women, what I suggest to parents, is that you guide your sons and daughters to the more traditional lifestyle. To get your daughters to settle down. To not to be too picky, but to grow with the guy. Right? I know a lot of guys are not the best looking people yet because guys are not the prettiest species, right? But we have money, right? We grow, and with women they may not see it immediately, but your boyfriend will grow into you. You will start to see him making money. You'll start to see him getting more status. Men get better as they age, and women need to understand this. So instead of just scorning the guys who are not making the money, who don't have the car yet, you need to grow with somebody. Because there's so many men out there, you can't be chasing the top 20%. This is the problem with the boyfriend-girlfriend dynamics. And it is what's happening is that the women are picking the top 20% and they're calling them their boyfriends and they're not getting any results. They need to check out of the dating market, get married. And what happens when women check out of the dating market now, things started clear up in the market. The inflation reduces because here's what's happening. All those thirsty men who are on Facebook, Instagram, that was to buzz these girls up on Messenger, no longer need to do it. Why? Because these girls are married. They could focus on women who are single, right? And get those girls. Instead of these women sitting down and soaking up all the attention and not getting any results. They're not getting a ring on their finger. So why sit down and soak up all the attention? You see, when these ladies put themselves in the dating market and they're single. There's so much women out there single. It's like maybe you have about 50 women out there single. Okay? And what's happening is that they're getting so much attention from guys, right? That it just becomes all this, and they believe that they're all this, right? When in the sense, yeah, they may be all that, but they ain't get the man to put a ring on it. So what's the point of getting all this attention? And by you not checking out, you just make men more thirsty, more hungry, because they're not getting any women. Because all these women are now stuck up. I have all these options. When they really don't. They don't have a man to put the ring on the finger yet. So they get an inflated ego. Men are thirsty there. They, on the other hand, they may be not thirsty yet. They're not thirsty yet, but the men are thirsty in the short run, right? But in the long run now, what happens is that they don't settle down. They don't settle down, and when they hit the 30s, now they start to look for settle down. Think about this: when you hit your 30s now and settle down, right? These ladies, you still have to find a man, you still have to date, you still have to court, the guy, and at the end of the day, what happens? If 4 years down, you have to court the guy for 4 years, then get married. The dude's gonna leave, man. The dude will leave, especially if he's a high status male, especially if he's an alpha male. He's gonna leave you. And what happens now? You're 36. Now you're looking to settle down with a guy. It's like torment, bro. So what I'm trying to tell everyone here is going to be a series from the next couple of days about the whole hypocrisy regarding the relationships today. The whole idea of a boyfriend and girlfriend stuff, man, that's fake. It's false. Don't believe it. Anyway, it's Grimes here, Saki Grimes here. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. The name is Guru Grimes. You'll be seeing more videos from me in the next couple of days. Thanks, guys, and peace out.